Hello, this is Patrick. Welcome to Chart Built Wealth, Profitable Investing with Technical Analysis. Well, the metals have been very, very volatile. I did an update on copper earlier today, which was the biggest decline in any asset class or commodity that I've ever experienced. And I've been doing this, God, I don't know, 30 years. So, silver also had some volatility, so I'm going to cover that here quickly. And I plan on doing platinum, and then later tonight we'll go over the 10, 9 or 10 buy recommendation stocks that I currently have. And with that, let's get into it. It'd be too long to do all the commodities with the stocks. So doing the commodities individually. So let's get into it. Silver, this is a long-term chart of silver, a symmetrical triangle, support, resistance. When it broke out, back in early 2024, it gave us a $64 price projection. We hit 35. I got a really bad glare here. 36, hit 36 earlier this month. This is a monthly chart, so each one of these candlesticks, each one of these bars represents a month of price action. So what jumps out at me is we got a long way to go, number one. Number two, though, this month had a bearish monthly price action candle called a shooting star in Japanese candlestick language. And what it means is prices started the month at the bottom, intraday shot way up from 34 to 36, and then closed back down around 34 at the low of the month. And you can see we had a couple other ones of these in prior uh, months. And then we got a little bit of a correction, a 2 or 3 month correction. So will that happen this time? I don't know. I don't think so, but let's take a closer look at the last couple of years here. And here we are. So, what jumps out at me since the low that began, here's where we broke out of the big triangle in early 2024, is I go to the Elliott wave theory, which tells me that trends are cycles, goes in waves of five. And I like doing this for cycle type information. So here was the first wave up. Here's the second wave correction. Two and four are always counter trend reactions. Third waves are the big waves. They're the most profitable. They move the fastest. I try to identify these when I buy a security because they'll go quicker. Fourth wave correction. And now we got a fifth wave. So the big question is, well, it could all be complete. And then we'd have an A, B, C correction, which since this took a couple of years, that certainly would take a couple of months to correct this entire move. So, but I don't think it's done because when I look at the fifth wave, I got one within this fifth wave, there should be five waves. One, two, three. The reason why I think this is all three is within three, you should have five waves. One, two, three, four, five. So that's the top of three. We should be in a fourth wave, uh, um, fourth wave counter trend reaction. Like we had one, two, three, four. A lot of times fours will be triangles, sideways consolidations. That would be great for us. And then you'd have one more pop, and then that would complete this entire thing, and then we would get a bigger correction. So uh, I am sticking with the buy. I got a $32 price projection, which is right here, a $32 stop. I'm sorry. That's right here. I don't know if that's the right stop. I will be watching that closely. And let's take a look at the point and figure chart. Oh, one more thing. This is where we went long the last time. So I've been long, went neutral, bought again, went neutral and then bought again. So I don't want to give all this back. I'm not just going to let this go for the long term. I'm going to try to cash in on some of the gains here. So let's take a look at the point and figure chart. And this is the least subjective chart. We got our bullish trend line in place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We had a row of 8X's going up. We had a little bit of a correction here. We did meet our price projection at 25. That was way back here somewhere. I'm not sure why there's not a higher one. And so, this looks okay to me. So I'm going to stick with the buy rating on silver. And I'm going to be looking over the next day or so for some sort of a viable bottom to add some more silver and all these commodities. As you remember last week, it was either Thursday or Friday that I did my weekly update. I said these commodities are on fire. They're so hot. And what do you do when things are up? I'm selling. I'm reducing my position. I'm cashing in and putting money in the bank. And that's what I did. So if I was at once 5% long silver, I was probably down to 2% a week ago on Monday. And so now I can add back in and up that position if I see a good entrance point. Please like and subscribe. Chart Built Wealth, profitable investing with technical analysis. Tell your friends and neighbors. Have a great day. Adios.